It's always good to see tree work going on over there. Those guys just topped that tree down over there. All right, guys, this is your boy Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole YouTube Fishing. Um, all of my buddies, we've been getting everything ready. I had one that came over. We went through the illustrations of how we're going to be running. Boat control, we went over. We're going to be fishing in the evening. And I want to tell you guys this. If you are fishing from day to night, when you're fishing at nighttime, you have to slow everything down tremendously. Okay? Safety is always number one here at Cam's Crappie Hole. Listen, you go out and you catch fish, and as long as you come back off of that water safe and sound, I don't care if you're fishing from the bank, or I don't care if you're fishing, off a boat, as long as from a pier, as long as you come back and you're good, you're safe. That's what's most important, okay? So, real quick, I'm gonna go over these items real quick, guys. Let's see here. I want to make sure I cover the bobbers first. Okay, these are your normal conventional bobbers that you guys are very, very familiar with, okay? If you're fishing daytime, these are cool, okay? These are indestructible bobbers with the weight on the bottom. These are great, but we're going to start fishing in the evening, somewhere around 6 o'clock, okay? So this is what we're going to be using. You decide which shape that you want, okay? The nighttime bobbers, they light up. They also have BBs in them, so you can hear them. Well, Cam, where can we get those from? You pick them up from the big box store. Okay, you can get these from the big box store any place that you choose. Okay, we have different sizes. I don't like nothing but these big ones, because you guys got to remember, I'm telling you, when fall comes and that water starts getting cold, the big crappie come out of nowhere. Okay, these bobbers here, you're not going to even be able to see them when they go under. You got to get something that's big. Okay, so you can also run these in the daytime. Okay, and when it turns night, you can turn them on. Okay, plus you can hear them. I can't hear them. Okay, but most of my buddies tell me, Cam, you got a fish on? I generally go by the light. These are what I like to run. It doesn't really matter what color, the green, the orange, or the red. You decide which one that you want to do. And if you're running daytime, cool, you can run these. That's not a problem. But I generally go out in the evening. I'm going to tell you why. These crappie are going to feel much safer chasing under the cover of darkness. Well, Cam, what are they going to be chasing? They're chasing bait fish. Okay, they're chasing bait fish, and this is what I did. Okay, I want to show you guys this. All right, so this is going to be my setup. Okay, this is going to be my setup. Now I want to show this to you real close. Okay, I'm not using this small hook. We're only using diesel built hooks. Okay, because these fish are going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 inches. They're going to be big girls. Okay, so that means I have to have the right equipment. You ever heard that term? You have to have the right equipment for the right job. That's what you have to do. Okay, so if you're going to run curly tails, which is cool, you're running curly tails. I'm running Stinger Shad. Okay, remember, this is TikTok shop. So all these items that you see right here, including the diesel built hook, you can pick it up right down there when you click the button, and you can go to TikTok shop and you can purchase everything from right downstairs. Okay, now this is how this is going to unfold. This is very, very simple stuff. Crappie, because they're going to be chasing bait fish, they're going to see your jig because of that hologram flake that's in there and the color. Okay, they're looking for a big meal. They're looking for a big meal because they're already chasing shad. Okay, why are they chasing shad, Cam? They're fattening up because they're getting ready to conceive in January. Okay, their gestation period is 60 days. Okay, they carry those eggs, and right after that they drop. Okay, so they got to put on weight because they're getting ready to conceive. Okay, so let's go over it again. This is how we'll be running, just like this. Okay, these are the colors that I will be running, and I'm going to tip it with a minnow. I'm going to put that hook right between that minnow's lips. Okay, this is how it's going to roll through the water. Look just like this. Well, why do you tip it with a minnow? This is what the crappie does. They come up behind it. They see it for the Stinger Shad, but they inspect it. Okay, they smell that minnow. And all of a sudden, you see that bobber disappear. It's gone. And let me tell you something. When the big girls hit it, it doesn't come back up. It's gone. So this is how you want to do it. You want to take, whether you're using curly tail or whether you're using Stinger Shad, you take it, put it right through the lips, and you hook it just like that. Okay, I'm going to come back and do another video to show you how far underneath the bobber that I allow my jig to go. So you're going to have to experiment whether you run the 1/16 or whether you run the 1/8. Sometimes I'll run 2 or 3 poles with 1/16. I'll run the other 2 or 3 poles with 1/8 to see which one I get the better results off of. That's that white knight tipped with that candy red, diesel built hook. That's that fireball blue with that cloud white diesel built hook. Look, this is that orange. Guys, I'm telling you, that orange you got to have in your tackle box, okay? That's that red, black, and chartreuse. That's the hologram flake. You can see the hologram flake in all of my plastics, okay? This right here is the firetail blaze, and of course, black and chartreuse, okay? So you choose your colors. I'm gonna be running about 6 poles, and you're gonna have minnows on board with you. And in the fall, when the weather's cool, you can keep minnows longer than you can in the summertime. So they're easy to maintain. Okay, so let's recap, okay? I'll be going out about 5:30, 6 o'clock, okay? Running till about 9:30, 10 o'clock, depending on how they're biting. I'll be running 6 poles with that rod holder. And if you choose to run conventional bobbers, that's your thing. That ain't no problem, okay, if you're fishing daytime. But if you're fishing night, these light up. You choose which shape that you want, okay? I generally go for the round ones with the BBs in them. And listen, you can get these at any of the big box stores. They have them, okay? I think they're called nighttime bobbies or something like that. So I go with the big ones. They do make a smaller one, which is right here, and you choose which color that you want. So right down there, TikTok shop. Check me out, guys. This is Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole, okay? Yaannk!